America didn't collapse. There were no tanks in the streets, no burning banks, no single moment where everything suddenly broke. In fact, everything still looks normal. People wake up, they go to work, they pay their bills, they scroll their phones. They're told the economy is doing fine. And that's exactly why this story matters. Because the most dangerous changes do not look like emergencies. They look like normal life. Over the past few decades, America didn't lose its power overnight. It slowly changed who that power worked for. Wages stopped keeping up. Costs kept rising. Debt filled the gap. At first, it didn't feel like a crisis. Credit cards helped. Loans helped. Mortgages helped. People weren't getting richer, but they were surviving. And survival feels a lot like stability, until it doesn't. While incomes flattened, assets exploded in value. Stocks rose, real estate soared. Financial assets became the real source of wealth. But here's the problem. Most middle-class families don't live off assets. They live off paychecks. And when paychecks stop growing, time does the damage. Every year, a little more purchasing power disappears. Every year, a little more dependence on debt appears. Nothing collapses, but something shifts. Housing becomes harder to afford. Healthcare becomes more expensive. Education turns into a lifetime bill. People work more hours. Both parents work. Side jobs appear. Gig work fills the gaps. From the outside, it still looks functional. But inside the system, ownership is changing. Less ownership at the bottom, more ownership at the top. This is not an accident. It is a feature of how modern financial systems work. When money is cheap, assets rise faster than wages. Those who already own assets benefit first. Those who don't fall behind quietly. Over time, wealth concentrates, not through theft, through math. And here's the part no one likes to talk about. The system doesn't need the middle class to collapse loudly. It only needs them to slowly lose leverage. Less savings, more debt. Less bargaining power, more dependence. By the time people feel desperate, the transfer is already complete. This is why every major empire looks stable right before the consequences show up. Rome looks strong, while land concentrated in fewer hands. Britain looked dominant, while debt replaced productivity. America is not special. It is just earlier in the process than people expect. The stock market can be up while households struggle. GDP can grow while living standards stall. Those things are not contradictions. They are signals. When wealth grows faster than wages, ownership changes. When ownership changes, power follows. And power rarely announces when it moves. There is no collapse announcement, no closing bell. Just a moment years later when people ask the same question. How did everything get so expensive if the country is so rich? The answer is simple. America didn't collapse. The middle class did. Quietly, gradually, while everything still looked fine. And by the time it feels obvious, history shows one thing clearly. The system has already moved on.